All right, fam. Many of you guys have been asking about this style of beat that you can hear in some of Bill Trans tracks, that you can hear in some of Chase West tracks, you know, the Brazilian vibe for house music. And in today's video, I'm going to break it down for you guys with stuff that you already have inside your DAW. All right, so what I want you guys to do is you're going to go into your drum section of Ableton. You're going to input 707 or 606, okay? And you guys will have the chord kits from here. We're just going to set up the kick, but we are going to be switching this kick out because this kick will, in the world of tech house, in house, man, what the fuck? You know, like, what is that? Like, that's thin, bro. But I'll give you guys a hint. If ever you do like it, you want to use it, you can always layer it on top of an existing house kick that's proper. Close hat is everything. And this is the thin sound that many people always ask me, like, how do you make those thin hats? And to do that, essentially chugging along, you know. They say girls like a predictable stroke, whatever that means. I don't get it. I'm just a jackrabbit. So we're gonna pull that, close that down just a side bit. Boom. Okay. So the open hat in this thing is not meant to be used as a 909 open hat. What I mean by that, it's not meant to do the. It's meant to accent. Treat it as a jump in your beat. Treat it as a jump where you want, you know, like, woo, you know what I mean? So, certain ones, on the offbeat, maybe here, we go up. And then again. And then we crease like the ending of it. There we go. Oh, look at me. Make it fun, fam. Make it fun. Or else what's the point? All right, cool. So this is the basic beat that many of you guys will need. From there, I'm going to go into my Pack Disco Candy, which is a cocaine pack. I just had to change it because I called it cocaine lines. But actually, I call it disco lines, but they threatened to sue me and shit. So I had to change it. But anyways, and we fucking sound great. But like I said, that kick, I don't need to say anything. Hopefully, you guys are in the wrong channel if I need to, or you need a Q-tip. So we're going to go 909. I'm going to put a 909 drum machine. I just named it there. I'm going to move myself down here for you. And all I want to do is use the kick from the 909 drum machine. If I want to keep it in the family, as they say, sounded wrong. But if I want to keep it stock, you know, let people know all you need is Ableton, fam, which is cool. Keep it simple. Then I'm just going to use the 909 kick for this. Now, on the 707, I'm going to go to the bass drum. I'm going to click this little window here, and it opens this up. And I'm sorry if you have your eyesight's a little, it's just, I'm going to filter, and I'm going to remove here the lows with a high pass filter. So Ableton has that access for you there. Keep it in the fam, as they say. And now the kick, it's going to sound like this. You know, one of the things that I always talk about in my tutorials, well, I don't really say it, is when I'm working on something and you guys are watching, or we're vibing together, me and you, vibe, intuition. You feel something. Don't question it. Just take it, as they say. In prison, they just say, take. But I feel like adding a reverb to this because since we're going to use it as a top layer, reverb might add something nice. And yeah, just a little atmosphere. I like the idea of it. All right, so anyways, I'm going to solo. Now, the 909 kick is cool. And we can control the tone of it by utilizing these tools here that Ableton provides. The tune, the decay, and the attack. To be short, there we go. Happy. There we go. You know, sidechain in anywhere form you like. You know, I respect the way you guys decide to live. Respect my decision on the way I like to sidechain right now. There we go. Bad. Now, from here, we do need to balance this. So I'm going to teach you guys some tricks, which they say, like Span don't say shit. Bro, shut the fuck. You know, they talk a lot of smack about Span recently, and I haven't been myself as of late, but now I am. And all I'm going to say is, well, sure, Span doesn't show you how saturated stuff is, and and whether the low end is mixed properly or not. But it does provide a good reference for how majority of songs are going to line up. And you cannot question that most hip-hop songs, most dance songs, most trance songs are going to land. The low end and the high end will usually match, I would say, about 80 to 90% of the time. And again, there's more to it, but I think it's a good gauge. So usually the wall level this. Hi-hats here. Those hats. So lining up properly with the hat. So we're pretty leveled here. Right now, my big thing is that fucking snare. We're going to move the tune. Okay, cool. I'm going to use well, actually, I want to add some cocaine reverb to this. So I'm going to use that with close that. I'm going to send that if I can. If not, it's all good. Maybe we can send. Maybe we can't. Oh, yeah, we can. Oh, there you go. That's it. I'm lower down the size. It's for my cocaine snare. Okay, and then the hats with this thing, you can kind of see they're a bit fucking chunky. So I'm gonna lipo suck some stuff out of there. Where is that? There it is. It's trying to hide. So we're gonna go into the filter here. Cut out the lows. Don't thin it out too much either, my friends. But if you want your hat thin, this is where you're gonna thin it. All right. A little bit there. I like that. I like that. Open hat, same thing. High pass to cut. Hell yeah. Now let's bring the bass. I'm bringing it a fucked up loop from Splice right now. It's in C minor. Just to give you a bit of context of how this is going to sound with everything and shit. And let's go 1, 2, 3 down, baby. Boom, que rico, mami. How sick does that sound? Bop, bop, bop. Now, the reason I bring the vocal in is because when it comes with the drum beats and stuff, you don't really know what you're going to be able to use and how you're going to be able to work with it until you have an idea of what you're going to put. So right now we kind of have the ham and the cheese. We have yet to add what kind of toppings we're going to add to this. And I think that was a horrible analogy, but point being, we're not going to know what we can do with the drums until we start to add. So now, there's a big camera here blocking my path. So it's making it a little harder, but I love you guys enough to deal with it because you're my homies and stuff. So I'm going to do a fill here. We might have to. We're rocking, fam. We sound good. See, like for instance, this makes no sense here, but it does make sense at the end of the 8-bar for the turnaround. I'm hearing a shaker. The good thing is this kit does have a tambourine, so let's do that and play with the velocities as well. So that way, this shit breathes, and then obviously we're gonna respect the close head there. Boom. Maybe not the best call there because it doesn't function as a good shaker. Let's try lower. Nope, can't do it because it just doesn't vibe, and that's okay. Again, we're gonna remove that. Maybe. That can work later on. Lower the volume. Lowering down. Now here, let's act like this is the drop, and this is our drum fill here. So we're just gonna... Oh, here we go. And let's bring the low end in and just see what happens. Bring in like this here. Boom. There we go. Boom, baby. Let's go. No, fuck that. We don't need the ride, so we're good. And let's get rid of the close hats before. Let's see if we can play with that ride a bit. I want to see you guys do something cool with this though. Don't let me down, motherfuckers. We're gonna change the hot. Woo! Woo! Okay. I like the idea of that ride, but like, you know, the ride, it's a little too up there. Let's see. Lower the volume. Hell yeah. I'm gonna move this. Can we automate that? Oh, we can, bro. I'm just gonna fucking. See, can we go into the, let's go hit up the dealer actually. I was gonna say let's go into the, well yeah, we're going into the pack, bro. Toca la bolsita, amigos. Let's go, man. Don't question this, okay? Let's see what happens. I like that, but maybe a little too, let's I like the idea of that. Simplicity in life is always the answer to all of life's questions. I'm telling you. For instance, you know, when people say, where do we come from? My mom. I mean, there's nothing to it. That's where we came from. Time. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, one more bullet. Now let's process this guy. Let's use roar and just push it. Okay, I'm gonna see the highs. Maybe we add a crunch or some shit there. Let's try the, again, these are all just flavors. The idea is you push this amount, that distorts, that saturates the sound because we want it to sound expensive. We want to sound, you know, al cien, al millón, you know, fucking, what do people say in the States? We wanna be A1, 100%, I don't know, I guess wear some fucking Yetis or Yeezys as they call them. You know what I mean? Off. What? All right, guys, so what we have here is a good foundation with theory. And what I mean by that is theory will make you always sound good, and that's why you learn it. What you're learning here is something that you're going to hear in a bunch of beats. Like a lot of songs will use this basic pattern that we just made, which you know, it's dope. And if it works, it fucking works. There's no reason to overthink it, be elitist about it because someone else put more loops their bed. No, what matters at the end of the day is the vibe and how people feel when you play it out. But let's say that you're like, but I want more, Sen. How do I come up with more? Well, once you get to the end, kind of like a chess match, eventually you reach a part where like this is a new game. We haven't played these moves, you know, because someone decided to go off the board and risk it a bit, which is always more fun than watching some two guys with theory go at it. So how can you go further? Well, the first thing is, one, look at what we added here, right? We have these little gaps and we can introduce stuff in between them, have the drums start to interact with the material on top. And now I want to do, let's not judge it. Let's just follow it. If it sounds like shit, it sounds like shit and it's okay. Yep. Yeah, I like the tickle. And see, like the thing is, the clap here, I'm doing that because here we're gonna get this sound that's. And now if we wanted to, we could bring the vocal in the little gaps. I'm just gonna do this. Yeah, let's lower the reverb. The other thing that you can do is you can also come in with a bunch of drum loops to gain ideas. And if you're going to follow that, do it. But don't be lazy. And what I mean by that is the cool thing for me about drum loops, top loops, synth loops, bass loops is you can use them. When you bring in new material, you can hear for little things that will benefit your track, not clutter your track. And that is the key. Okay? Benefit your track, not clutter your track. There's something they're going. That's pretty interesting, right? So I'm going to follow that idea. Yes? Oh, fuck yeah. So use the loops to give you ideas. If you drop in a loop and it works and perfectly, make it fit like a glove. Make sure it's all the way. You don't want no unaccounted mini U's coming around, you know what I mean? So in review, we made a very basic beat, and I have other videos showing you guys more of the housey 909 open hat style, but this is a little different. It's what you see a lot of the Brazilians doing. It's that Max Styler stuff in some of his tracks. And I've also shown you how you can get new ideas by utilizing loops, putting yourself in different environments in order to kill it. With that being said, guys, if you enjoyed any of the sounds in this video, most of them that we added are coming from Disco Candy, a brand new cocaine-infused, sniffing, push it style pack. No cocaine included, but some bomb-ass sounds that might allow you to get some. When you're DJing your shit live and people go, how the hell did you make that? Tell them, I'll let you know if you give me a little bit of that Disco Candy. That being said, I'll see you guys next time for another video. You guys take care and keep your energy high, keep your energy up, and most importantly, have fun making your music, fam. Peace.